Okay, so we are going to look at 4.02 point slope formula. Okay, so we've got what is the equation in point slope form of the line that passes through the points 7, 5 and -4, -9. Okay, so in point slope form, we have y minus y1 equals the slope m times x minus x1. So we've got 2 points. The only thing we don't have here is our slope. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find the slope using our slope formula. Okay, so I'm going to name this my first point and this my second point. So I'm going to take the y from my second point minus the y from my first point over the x from my second point over the x from my first point. So now I'm just going to combine -9 minus 5 is -14, and -4 minus 7 is -11. Negative divided by a negative does give me a positive, so now I can just plug this in to my equation. Now I can do 2 different point slope forms here. Okay, because all I'm going to do is plug in my point. Okay, and I could choose the first one and plug in my x value here and my y value here. I could also plug in this one. My y value minus a negative does give me a positive equals our slope, which was 14 over 11, times x minus -4 or plus 4. These are both acceptable answers for that. Okay, what is the equation in point slope form of the line that passes through 5, 3 and 2, 9? So the first thing we need to do is find our slope. So I'm going to name this my first pair, this my second pair. So I'm going to take the y from my second pair minus the y from my first over the x from my second pair minus the x from my first. So 9 minus 3 gives me 6, and 2 minus 5 gives me -3. So 6 divided by -3 does give me -2 for my slope. So now I can plug that in. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So I'm going to plug in that slope here. And I'm just going to pick a point. It does not matter. Both are correct. But I'm just going to pick our first point up here. My y value from my first point is 3 times our slope, which was -2, times x minus our x value from that first pair, which is 5. And I am done there. Okay, now what if they give us a line or an equation for the line in point slope form? They do give me our slope, which is -3/4, and they do give me a point. Remember, this should be x minus some value and y minus some value. This is our point they give me. This value is 5, and this value, because it's plus 4, remember, to get that plus 4, we have to have -4 here. So our point they give us is 5, -4. So I can plot that point, 5, -4, and plot my point, and then use the slope that they give us, which is -3/4. So I could go down 3 and to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put a point. I could also go up 3, 2, 3, and to the left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put a point. Does not matter, and I could keep going. I could keep going up 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put a point, and then I can draw my line. I always use a piece of paper just to help me get my line a little straighter. And I have my line graphed there. Okay, you don't have to have these triangles. I just draw them when I'm talking through them, just to make sure that you see the rise over run. Okay, but back up to this. We got the -4 because it was +4, but our equation says that it needs to be minus. And so minus a -4 is what gave us the +4. That's how I could pull the -4 out. Okay, this is 4.02 point slope formula.